Hey guys, welcome back to Ogo Gaming. So since the last time we recorded a draft, 7-win draft by the way, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Hey, in case you didn't know, congrats to those guys, Pat Mahomes. But we thought we'd do a celebratory draft for whatever. We'll call it a celebratory draft, and we're gonna do a ranked draft of Theros. Work our way up the ladder a little bit more. So let's see what we can open. All right, WOE Strider. If you haven't played with this card, really annoying to play against. Uh, you can sacrifice, when he comes into play, you create an 0-1 goat creature. You can sacrifice another creature, scry 1. You get multiple scries on this. It keeps opponents from using their removal on your creatures, and it just really is a great card to fuel whatever you're doing and also just really annoy them. That's probably going to be our pick. If it wasn't in the pack, we could think about Dreamstalker Manticore. Haven't had a ton of success with this card yet, but it can be a good build around. In fact, these two cards in the same deck, the Stinging Lionfish and the Dreamstalker, is a good build around. Out of these commons, I would probably take, and there aren't a lot of good commons in this pack, maybe the Blessing, maybe the Revoke Existence. Neither of them would really be where we want to be in this scenario. So I think we'll start with the WOE Strider. Black is obviously one of the most powerful colors in the pack, so we'll start down this path and see where that leads us. Okay, some really good uncommon options here. We probably won't take the Warden of the Chain since we started with a black card. I don't want to follow it up with a 2-color card that doesn't involve black. Man, this pack, if I could take about 4 cards out of this pack, that would be great. So we've got Banishing Light, which is removal for just about anything. Obviously, there's a lot of enchantment removal in the set, so it's not permanent removal, and it definitely can be risky, but it's a really good removal card. We've got Renata, powerful legendary enchantment creature. Daybreak Chimera. There's no black card that we'll probably pick here. I think we'll probably take Renata. Green and black's a really, I know I don't want to go down necessarily for sure go down the green-black road again, but Renata's a really good card. I think that we could also take Chimera, but I think can't go wrong with Renata. Okay. Best card in this pack. Good question. Birthplace of Melitus is a really great support card. Hoplite's good if you've got a ton of white. Omen of the Sea is fine. I think we're probably either on the Underworld Ragehound or the Forerunner. I think since we have Renata, we're just going to take the Forerunner. Maybe a little early to take the Forerunner. Alright, so we're not seeing the black alert. It's only been a couple picks. Wouldn't take this. Haven't had a ton of luck with the Minions Return yet. Dreadful Apathy is obviously great removal, as is Iroa's Blessing. We could try for a green-red 4-power type deck, or we could just take the Dreadful Apathy, which would play well in green-white or black-white if we have to go back that way. I don't think we've tried red-green yet, I don't think, on one of our drafts. So let's go down the Blessing and see how that leads us. And of course it leads us right to some great white cards. If we would have just taken that Dreadful Apathy, we'd be sitting great. Okay, so now we have good options. Commanding Presence has really been a good card, I feel like, in this draft format. It almost has to be answered right away, or it can get out of hand. Obviously the Chimera is a great card. Life's Bounty is a great card. So we can either take a green card, stay in our green-red, or we could pivot back. But I think maybe since what we've got so far, we'll just take the Chimera. Alright, not necessarily a red card we want to take at this point, although we could take the Stampede Rider. I like, if you haven't played with Relentless Pursuit, I like that. It really fuels everything you're doing. Agonizing Remorse is a great kind of duress type effect that can get anything. It also exiles it, which is really important in this format. Underworld Charger we can probably get later, but I think that's what we want. Alright, we'll continue with our escape theme here. We're going to definitely need ways to fill up our graveyard. Alright, so no really black or green card we would want to take here normally. In fact, there's no card we want. We'll take the wings. I don't know if we'll play it. Sometimes it can be really good just to get your flying Forerunner through. Okay, so we have a choice here. Obviously, we could take the War Leader, but we do have two good black cards. We could take the Petitioner. It seems like we're going to be fairly heavy in green, so that wouldn't be a terrible pick at this point. But the Grove Dancer just helps us fill up our graveyard. Good 2-drop. We really need a good 2-drop, so let's go. Alright, Soul Reaper of Mogies. There's some decent blue and white cards still going around, but that's not what we're doing currently. Okay. We could take the Portent, assuming we end up in something red-green or black-red. Yeah. I don't think we're going to play it, but let's take it. Omen of the Hunt. Omen of the Hunt. Probably won't play those, but alright, we got Portent of Betrayal for days. Alright, so red card. Storm's Wrath. 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Okay. Could be really good if we went in the red-green archetype. But I don't know if that's what we want to do. It may just be best to get a second. We can think about second Renata here of Final Death, which is premium removal. The Lyra is also really good. Has been really good in this set. I think we'll just take the Final Death. Okay. Now our options are a little less appealing. We've got second Forerunner, which I doubt we would play. We've got Inevitable End, which is just kind of a sack. Not the greatest removal, but definitely works. Yeah, I think that's what we'll take. Might not even play it. Okay, Venomous Hierophant. Man, we could have had 2. We should have taken that Dreadful Apathy early. We could have been green-white. All kinds of enchantments, chimeras, all kinds of good stuff. I think the Hierophant fill up our graveyard is what we want to do here. Okay, interesting choice here. We can either take the Nessian Wanderer, which generally gets you a land every time a enchantment comes into play, which is really nice. Or we can take the Halitosis Cow, or whatever you call this. Good removal. We're probably going to have... Man, I don't know how much Black Devotion we're going to have. I think we'll just get the 2-drop for now. Okay. So, some interesting choices here. We got second chance at an Agonizing Remorse. We can get the Lamprey, which has been okay. Definitely, you put that on something. If you can get 2 cards, a great timing. But I think maybe we just want to ramp a little bit with the Carotid. Okay. Another interesting choice here. We can get the Moss Viper, which obviously Death Touch is really nice. So we can get the Nexus Warden, which helps us stay alive to get some of our stuff going. I think we'll just take the Viper. Alright, here we've got option of Temple Thief. Obviously, we won't take a third Omen of the Hunt. I don't even know if we'll be playing these. I think maybe we'll go for the Petitioner here. Alright, so second Underworld Charge it. Eventually, you get to a point where you want to evaluate how much escape you have, because sometimes you end up with too much. Right now, we have 3 good escape cards. And we're going to hope to open Polychronos in the last pack. So maybe it's just better to get the big body. Okay, I think we'll take a second Grove Dancer here. Grim Physician, I don't think we'll play. Much better, I feel like much better in a sack deck. Cards that we're not going to play. We'll take the Uncommon to build our vault up. Alright, let's see if we can finish this deck off with some powerful green-black. Alright, Erebos, Bleak-Hearted. We got one of the gods, you would say. Indestructible. When you get to 5 devotion, he becomes a creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, you may pay 2 life. If you do draw a card, sacrifice another creature. Target creature get -2 on him. So, can be really powerful if we can make it work, which I think we can. Definitely taking it. Okay. 3rd chance at an Agonizing Remorse, or I think we'll take the cow this time. We're not as heavy on removal as we usually are in black. Okay, some interesting choices here. I think the Destiny Spinner is just gonna win out. It's a great 2-drop. Does everything you want a 2-drop to do. Your creatures and enchantments can't be countered, and it can create creatures based on the number of enchantments you have. I think I'm going to take that over another Chimera. Alright. Return to Nature is definitely the pick here. Deals with artifacts, enchantments, and can also, in a pinch, exile a card from a graveyard. Oh, yes. This is exactly the kind of card we need in this deck. Acolyte of Affliction. Puts top 2 cards of your library in the graveyard, then you can return a permanent. Really good in this deck. Okay, we're definitely getting some payoffs that we want for your traditional escape deck. Okay, at this point I think we want at least 1 Omen of the Hunt out. So, having the Lampad of Death's Vigil, I think it's always good to have kind of one of those as a finisher, something along those lines. Omen of the Dead. That works really good for us. Nothing we want here, so we will take the uncommon. Take the 2-drop. Unblockable dude, probably won't play it. Okay, Binding of Titans. Again, another really good escape type fueler. Fueler, is that a good word? We could have had all the Omen of the Hunts we want. Okay, so we have to figure out if there's something that we want to cut here. We could certainly consider the Petitioner, maybe an Omen of the Hunt. But I think a lot of times, so what I've seen recently is Ben Stark, famous limited guy, has been running more than 40 cards in these kind of decks. And we do have Grove Dancer, Acolyte of Affliction, Binding of Titans, a lot of ways to get cards into the graveyard. So maybe we just run more than 40. I haven't run more than 40 ever in a long time in a limited. So this would be, you guys would get to see the first time. You'd either see us crash and burn or see how it works. Yeah, so it's really, so if we're going to run 4 extra cards, it's probably good to run, I think they say about one extra land for every 3, so we might run 2 extra land. I mean, we have 17 land on most of our stuff happens before 3, so maybe we don't need that much extra land. I think we maybe just run 1 extra swamp. Maybe our opponents will see that we're running 45, assume that we're terrible, and hopefully we can prove them wrong or confirm for them that we're terrible. So I could definitely take the Omen of the Hunt out, but I don't mind having one of them in, using it as a scry and filling the graveyard. Yeah, let's try it. We'll try 1 round with 45 cards, and if we don't like it, we can always adjust. Alright, so just for state where we are, we're at gold tier 4. We've got quite a ways to go. We've only done a few drafts, so We're doing all right. Let's see how we do. Round 1, here we go. All right. Oh, I like this start. We have our 2-drop that's a 2/3, blocks about anything. Of course, we'd rather have it live so we can make some lands later. Our opponent is Gary, Garry. It'll be interesting to see what this 45 card deck, if we are less or more likely to get flooded. Okay, that's a good card. See if our Soul Reaper can hold the fort. So far. Alright, he's got counter magic up, so I'd rather play the Nessian Wanderer. It's certainly a spell that I might counter if I was in his position. It's a really good land engine. There was quite a long pause there, so he might have a counter. He or she might have a counter spell. We need to be wary of that before we think about putting Erebos down. Okay, what should we do here? I think he's definitely holding up counter magic. Our options are we could put Inevitable End on his land pad. We could try to get Forerunner in. Do we care if Forerunner gets exiled? I think I'm just going to go with Inevitable End. And if he wants to counter it, that's fine. We normally wouldn't Inevitable End this thing because he can obviously sack it to himself, but we're really just hoping to keep our land engine going and get out ahead of this. Yeah, probably still holding up a counter. That's fine. So what would we rather them counter? The Rage-Scarred Berserker or the Forerunner? I think... Do we want to get Black Devotion? This is where you would ask yourself, do you want to get Black Devotion? I mean, Erebos is almost better not being a creature because it can't fall to the final death or whatever. So I think we'll play the Forerunner and have it get countered. Ooh, that went off quick. Maybe he doesn't have a counter. Wow, we're whiffing on lands. Let's just attack with both. See what happens. Alright. No counter. I really felt like he had a counter. Things are going awful quick here. Let's see. I don't know what's going on in an opponent's hand over there. Apparently nothing's going on over there. That's weird. 6 mana, 4 cards in hand. I mean, I guess they could have had a bunch of land, but it seemed like there were some pauses there where they had a counter. Basically outsmarted myself. Let's look at our quest real quick. Black or red spells. Black. Okay, we're good. See if we can get our gold up to 5,000 and get us another gold draft so we can keep our gem count high. Alright. Round 2. See what we can do. Alright, we got a 1, 2, 3 here. Obviously this wouldn't gain as much life at this point, but Opponent's considering mulliganing. Alright, keeping. Hey, you guys should be happy. We made it 2 matches. And I haven't made a dumb mulligan choice yet. Of course, I haven't really had a dumb mulligan choice yet, so just wait. There's still time. Okay, that attacks through what we have. Yeah, we'll start with the Chimera. Maybe we could have started with the Charger just to get more Black Devotion, but it's not like we're close to getting Erebos online anyways. So Temple Thief can't be blocked by enchanted creatures or enchantment creatures. So Lampad can't block him. We could block with Chimera, obviously. We wouldn't, but he might hold him back. Yeah. Okay. I should have maybe played Erebos before that, but I wanted to get my Underworld Charger down. Looks like it's going to be an aggro race here. Oh. Temeret's going to ruin all of our escape plans. So if I attack here and he blocks with the Underworld Rage Hound, then he can remove both of our escape creatures on his turn, which I don't love. Alright, we'll just put Erebos in play. Cool. Oh, wait, let's move our camera over so you guys can see a little better. Okay, sorry about that. So what do we need? 5. We've only got 3, I believe. This will only get us to 4, so we're a ways from making that a creature. Yeah. I think we'll pay 2 life. I don't know if this Erebos is going to do much work for us in this. Alright, he's definitely fueling his escape. I think we want to try to get rid of Timret. He's ruining all of our plans. I think we'll attack. Okay, so during his upkeep, he could certainly exile 2 creatures. We'll see if we're able to get the Omen of Dead in play. Or if he sacrifices the Underworld Charger instead of Timret. Which he certainly could. Say ho. Seiho's definitely got some decisions here. Man, we might be dead before we get to do anything here. Yep, there's a good chance we're going to be dead before we get to do anything here. I don't know if our high land count, if we did it right, or if we're just running into trouble here. I guess we gotta play the Lonesome Chimera. Might just be dead if he's got anything. Because we have Underworld Charger, which cannot block. We're not 100% dead, but we're like 92. Ooh, that would make us at 100% dead. Alright. 1-1. Less than ideal. I don't know. Do we cut our deck to 40? Yeah, let's just let it ride. What's the worst that could happen? We could lose again. We could lose again. Alright. No swamps, but we've got a decent start. So we'll keep. 3 for 3 on keeps. We're playing an opponent named Silver Bullets, so we could be in trouble. I don't know if Old Goat Gaming is susceptible to Silver Bullets, but we'll find out here quickly. One swamp turns us on here. You know what I mean. Turns us on with the... turns our cards on. One swamp at this point kind of turns me on, I guess. Just so we can get things going. Opponent went down to 5. So if he goes down to 5 and we lose, then maybe we need to consider our deck's not that great. Now, do we want to... let's hold off. Do we want to block with Viper's the question. I think we will. Yeah, maybe we won't. We got that one swamp I was talking about. Destiny Spinner, premium 2-drop. It's having trouble finding land, which is... makes us look like a genius, or just lucky. Grove Dancer. And our own Arachneer. Alright, we're gonna Erebos. Again, cool animation. We lost last time we saw the cool animation, I think. Attacking with all here because if our Viper dies, I can pay 2 life to draw a card. Which I think we want to do at this point. Press our advantage while the opponent's still looking for land. Okay. So we have 3, yeah. Let's just make a land and swing in. Once again, our 2-drop doing magical things. Alright, we got that one. Got lucky. Dodged some silver bullets on that one. Did you get that? Dodge some silver? Yeah, whatever. Alright, 2 and 1. 2 and 1, no thanks to our deck that time. Alright, we're playing Digges. Digges. Okay. This could be our first, but we do have 2 drops. Alright, that card's really good if we can get the land to cast it. I think if we get to 4 land, we'll go with the Hierophant first. Looks like we got a blue-white, which can be... if you put together... If you haven't drafted blue-white yet, try it. If you put together the right mix, it can be really dominating. Enchantments. The Chimera that returns an enchantment to your hand. All kinds of good stuff. I kind of wish we had our 2-drop now that allows them not to counter spells. So our question is... No, he's definitely going to draw a land with 2 draws. I was going to say, if he doesn't draw a land, do we return to nature the lionfish, or do we just let it live and let it do all its hijinks? 2 to top, so he scryed 2 to top, so that's probably not ideal for us. We're swinging in for 5. He could have the flying. Oh. Or he could have the Omen of the Sun, which will take care of our Chimera, but that would clear the shield so we can cast the Hierophant, so it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, taking care of our Chimera here. Oh, he wants to take care of our... So we have an interesting choice here. With Return to Nature, we could take out the Stinging Lionfish, which would keep our Death Vigil alive. I think we were thinking about taking that out anyways. And we still have another play with Grove Dancer. So I think we'll do that. We'll line them up this way. This guy probably has a lot of enchantments we'd like to kill, so it wouldn't be terrible to wait, but we've still got 2 really good 4-drops. Fills up our graveyard a little bit for Chimera. Okay, we're going to go with Renata first. That was a nice draw. No attacks. The Pegasus will hold us back for a little bit until we get some of our other dudes online. This Petitioner's looking better and better. Alright, I think we'll go with the Hierophant first. We may have the 1 blue that puts a card back in our hand, which doesn't really matter. Hierophant's still going to be a pain for him to deal with. No attacks. We could use some land. Maybe our mix is not correct. Oh, he's got Final Death mana out of nowhere. Found a swamp. Okay, we'll start with an attack. So, what is he probably holding up over there? He probably didn't tap to give Pegasus so that he can do something here. What do we care about him exiling or countering? Let's just try the Forerunner. If he counters, he counters. Alright. He must have a Final Death in hand. Maybe he's waiting for our Renata. I don't know. Let's see how these scries go. Hopefully he doesn't give us the dreaded 2 to the top. 2 to the bottom. That's better. Unless he just put a Dream Trawler to the top of his deck. I shouldn't have said Dream Trawler. Okay. So we have 6 mana. We have no really 2-card play here. I think he may have Final Death for Renata, but that's okay. Oh, he's taking it. Alright. Do we want a Chimera here? We'll try with Renata again. It may be time to return. Right now, Devotion to Green is 2, 3, 4 would be 6, which may come in handy. Okay, wish I had our 2-drop that would block his counters, but such is life. Let's try an Acolyte of Affliction first and see if that gets countered. Nope. Interesting. What do we want to return to our hand? I think we'll put the Halitosis Cow back in our hand. We'll gain 2 life from that land, which may come in handy, obviously. We'll put a Grove Dancer. Ooh, he's eating Renata to extinction. Interesting. I don't mind that too much. We are going to attack with these 2. Having the lamp pad in play is nice because it always, the closer you get down here, the more he's threatened into blocking. He knows we have the Halitosis Cow now. we need to get the Pegasus off the board, and then it should be clear sailing unless he draws a Dream Trawler. I said it again. Ooh, he might have one. I mean, this is the kind of card you would play in a deck where you have a Dream Trawler, or Kiora Best the Sea God, where you're just trying to get to those powerful cards. So 3, 6, 7, 8. We're swinging in. Alright, so he's going to double block there. We could obviously sack that. Send him down to 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then all we have to do is survive to the next turn and we win. Or we can just, I think we'll just let it happen. We'll kill one of the instructors. I think we'll just let it happen. Alright, we got it. We got it. Alright, on to the next match. Sorry, I had to respond to a text there. On to the next match. Alright. 2 land again. This one's probably not a keeper. We have Omen of the Dead. Yeah, it's definitely not a keeper. So I mulliganed. Mulligan, write this down. Take note. This one's not great either, but I think I'm going to keep. I don't know about our land mix. We'll have to evaluate that at the end of this and see if going 45 cards was really... We haven't had a place yet where it's benefited us, that we've escaped a bunch of cards. Maybe we don't have the escape cards that make it legit. We'll take the block if they want. Yes. Perfect. We couldn't block that card anyways. They obviously have the life game with the Shadow Spear in play. We do have an answer to that, unless they agonizing remorse us. Returning his thief to his hand, okay. Alright. We're gonna need land eventually. I don't know, we may need to go back down to 4. We may be just an idiot for running the 45 cards that we're running. Man, come on, deck. Trample and lifelink, okay. We're doing it again. Well, I mean, this is good for us. We want cards in our graveyard. Of course, then maybe so do they. He can sacrifice that enchantment to kill our Moss Viper. He would have to tap the Aspirant to do that. That's fine. Keeps him off a scry. Come on. Ooh, not this way, deck. Well, we gained 2. Guess that's something. No, we won't. I take it back. Opponent doesn't want us to gain any life. It's just a bully. We could really, if to have a chance in this game, we really need to swamp this turn, I believe. And it's dominating us with our 3 land. Son of a gun. Trouble. Trouble right here in River City. We'll get rid of the Shadow Spear, but I think it's too late. I think we're dead. D-E-A-double-D, dead. That's how you spell it. Oh, if we're not dead enough, they got stuff to sack for days. 2, 3, I think we're just dead, but we'll play the Hierophant. We'll play along. Here's our land. We got, yep. Good game. Alright, well. So, do we cut down to 40? Maybe we do. We haven't done enough. What do we want to cut? Probably Omen of the Hunt. Probably Petitioner. Leaves us with 20 creatures. I hate to cut a Grove Dancer. Maybe we can go to 16 land because a lot of our action is before 3, but maybe we just have too many 5s. Alright, let's try this. I like running 16 land when we have the Wanderer. We do have the Wanderer, right? But we haven't really got it in play and done anything with it. So we haven't seen what it's capable of. Doesn't look like we'll see again this game. Unless we draw it early. This is a good starting hand. Let's see where we go from here. We got a hello. I like a good polite opponent. Usually they say hello when they got a really good hand. They're about to smash you in the face. Where they say, okay, they say hello when they have Horned Beetle into Chimera. So let's test that and see if that's true. Okay, nope, but Nessian Wonder, the card that we were hoping to feature this round. That's going to help him hit his land drops. Alright, this is in our favor. Alright, so his hello was not the I have Nessian Hornbeetle into Chimera, but he maybe has Chimera in his hand. Just didn't have the land. Oh, he wanted no part of Renata. That's too bad. Luckily, okay, so how do we want to play this? We can play Acolyte of Affliction, return Renata, or I kind of like Omen of the Dead, return Renata. Let's see if he's got another answer. That's gonna pump the old Nessian Beetle. I don't blame him. How many cards do we have in our graveyard now? Just 2? Alright, let's return the... It can block. I doubt red-green we're gonna get much use for the Arachneer unless he's got Phoenix. Wow. That's why he said hello. He's got multiple Warden of the Chain. That's okay. It's a good card. We've still got decent blocks. And we might even have... We've got Black Devotion. What do you know? Barely. We've got 1, 2, 3. Yep, we got 5 on the dot. We're going to keep that Omen in play for now. Hopefully Erebos will give us a chance against these 2 Wardens. My guess is we're going to have to Final Death the Beetle at some point. Oh, I guess we could have attacked with the Underworld Charger. Done some -2, -1 theatrics. We can't pop the Omen yet because then we'll lose Devotion. You can sack it to the Aspirin if you'd like, rather than have it be exiled. Or not. We'll keep swinging in with the Erebos as long as we can. I would attack with a charger there, but I don't want to lose Devotion, obviously. We're not at a place where we can bring it back yet. Spider requires 4. We need some cards in our graveyard. I guess we can attack with Chimera this turn. Forerunner. We need a little more Black Devotion where we can do some sack fancies and all kinds of stuff, but I really should attack with Underworld Charger. There was Soul Reaper in hand. Probably deciding if he wants to block the Chimera or not. This will take him down to 5. We've got a lot of cards on the battlefield here that can pressure. Kind of wish the auto tapper would have left more of our swamps untapped. Should have looked at that before they got crazy. Who's he taking advantage of? Oh, he's going to sacrifice my thing? Alright, so... I think we'll sacrifice it and draw a card. There's our Wanderer. Little late. Little late. Well, we might be able to get our Erebos back. This also helps our... I probably could have waited on this. How many enchantments do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Our Destiny Spinner could make some nice... Alright, so let's attack with... Should we attack with Renata? Yeah. It's possible we should attack with everything, but that's what we're going with. And it's definitely, I should have played the Wanderer before attacking with Renata to get the extra +1/+1. Excuse me. Alright, so we've got 9 cards in the graveyard now. I think we'll bring back our Charger. We've got him in a really good position here. Of course, if we'd have played the Wanderer before attacks last time, we wouldn't have been able to return the Charger. It's an aggressive attack. He's got 1 block, 3, 5, 8, 9. Huh, we'll take it. That's why he was attacking, just to see if we were dumb enough to block. To be fair, we did at least think about it for a second. We did at least say, what's going on? What is going on? Alright, 600 more gold. Another pack of Theros. 4 wins. We need one more. This is our threshold of happiness. If we can get to 5 wins, 650 gems. Hey, have we played WOE Strider yet? Our number 1 pick? I don't think so. Maybe this is the game WOE Strider's going to shine for us. We're going first. Nah, I don't think we can keep it. Okay, we can keep this. Man. What should I get rid of? Is it Return to Nature? It feels like Granada is probably what we should get rid of. We don't have a second forest, yeah. As painful as that is, I think that's what we'll do. That could come back to haunt us. I wish we could have put it in the graveyard so we could get it back. Still don't have a second forest. We're planning nobody. I never trust these guys with their nobody stuff. What's nobody up to? Oh, he's red-white. That means he probably is... Okay. Do we want to return to nature that? I don't think so. We'd like to know if he's going to put enchantment on it. Maybe a commanding presence? Oh, I don't know. A commanding presence? Oh, that final death. That's one of our few removal spells. Or maybe the old Pegasus. Okay. He probably will be looking to attack with the Leona now to remove our... We don't really have enough cards in there yet to get his Pegasus. Impending Doom, alright. That stinks, but if he's smart, he'll probably attack with the Leonin this turn. See if he can exile my spider. Or maybe he's got other stuff he can do where the Pegasus would live, so it won't matter. Or maybe he wants me to choose. Let's see if he's gonna... Counterspell here probably kills us. It would make sense why he didn't attack. Okay. That's alright. There are worse things that could have happened there. There are worse things that could have happened there. But more flyers, we're just in trouble because we don't have a... What's he doing? Slow tapping. Another enchantment. Commanding presence. Triumphant Surge, okay. That's even worse. 6 mana coming in. We got no answer for these flyers. This draft's about to be over. If you watched it to this point, this draft's about to be over. I understand he's got, I guess, the Doom. I don't know what he's doing with all this stuff. It's a little crazy, but it's working. It's beating us. And beating us really well. I don't even have a Sun Grower, Sun Dancer, so I can get some cards into my graveyard. Yeah, he's just got white with some enchantments. Not much we can do. Good game. Good game, nobody. Flyers win again. Alright, so we went 4-3. Not ideal. We didn't get to our 5-win threshold where we feel like we accomplished something. We got 2 packs of Theros we'll open. Getting close to their 5,000 gold. Oh, Ox of Agonas. Alright, so we made it up to gold tier 3. Very low progress, not as much as we wanted, but I wanted to get a video in. It's been a few days, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. So we need to get more subscribes and likes. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to do a giveaway in the next video. This is Old Goat Gaming. I've been playing for a long time, so I do have a bunch of old Magic cards in binders. You know, I used to put them in binders and whatever. So I think we're going to break out 3 or 4 of those cards and just give them away. So whoever likes, subscribes, and makes a comment, you know, a constructive comment. It can be negative, it can be positive, it won't offend me, but something that tells us how we can do a better job with these videos, what we could do better, how we could change things, or just, you know, if you hate it, then just make a comment and say, these are stupid, stop making them, and that will be just fine too. But if you want to be, you know, notified, ready for that giveaway, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. That'll let me know people are watching. That'll let me know they're excited for the giveaway. We'll probably do continental U.S. only, but if we get good, excitement, good involvement, interaction, then we'll mail it anywhere. So, all right, this is Old Goat Gaming out. Thanks for coming along with us.